It is time to look at a professional match of StarCraft 2. Warping in the upper left of the map, Moondance, the red Protoss, it is Neeb. And the Terran opponent landing in the bottom right with the blue SCVs, it is Gumiho. Complete with Terran Brood War music too, guys. Neeb versus Gumiho. Nobody's building things outside of their base yet. Don't they know how this works? Most peculiar, most odd. Honestly, guys, I don't really know what to expect from these two. I think Neeb is probably the more standard, the more traditional style. I wouldn't expect anything too crazy out of him. Gumiho, on the other hand, if you've been watching Gumiho, you know he's Gumiho, kind of a march to your own beat, your own drum rhythm kind of Terran player there. The minerals are so vibrant, guys. What is going on here? Curious. No, not Curious Minds. That map was a long time ago. Gumiho opening up with the Marine first. Pretty normal versus Protoss. Reasonable things. Command Center on the low ground. Neeb's Nexus on the low ground. That core finishing up the slight Reaper wall off. You see two kinds of Reaper walls, usually. There's the people that will put it at the edge of the cliff to prevent the Reaper from jumping up. Or you'll see the ones that go in the back of the mineral line to prevent said Reaper from being able to maneuver all the way around. If that Reaper was going around the left side, he'd have to tuck into here, potentially get surrounded, shot off by a stalker. When were you guys going to tell me? You were just going to let me ramble for minutes on end. Meanwhile, Gumiho's over here getting concussive shells and marauders at the 2-minute mark. Okay, it's going to be that kind of game. Concussive in 3, 2, not going to have it for this adept. Shade. There she is. Now Neeb knows about the concussive and he says, what? That's concussive at 3 minutes? Okay. Marine Marauder combo, finding out it's not too fun to be on the wrong side of the adepts in the middle of the map. They're just dancing around. Stalker being produced at home, not usually the counter to Marauders you want to have, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Meanwhile, Gumiho, he's just going for it. Gumi go! The 3 Marauders, a Marine, and a Dream. He can make it happen, I suppose. This is the battle. Oh yeah. Is this what you expected when you saw it's a TVP? I sure didn't expect this. Marauders focusing down the Stalker. I think that's probably the right choice because of their bonus damage versus armored targets. The Stalkers absolutely shredded. Unfortunately, Marauders losing their lives too, which means it's all up to you. Yeah. 1 Marauder versus 1 Stalker. You guys have it now. You've seen it. In case any of you were wondering if you had your bingo card ready, we got it. I don't know if we wanted it. I don't even know if we still want it. But we got it. We had it. And now, Gumiho, going to transition into, hopefully, a little more normal. We've got the double Widow Mine drop going out. Unfortunately, though, Neeb has Stalkers on the map. And I believe Blink is done. Yes, he has Blink. Gumiho. Not good. Not good in the slightest. for our blue Terran so far. The concussive Marauder Rush has failed. The two Widow Mine drop has failed. And Neeb is going for a Dark Shrine, because why not? If the phrase is when behind Dark Shrine, what happens when you're ahead and you get a Dark Shrine, dare I say? No third base yet from Mr. Neeb, though. Gumiho is getting that third command center, so there's... Okay, we're just gonna move on from that. Warp Prism, deleted, just canceled that Warp Prism. There's a Marauder in the bunker. I quite like that choice, actually. Concussive Shell's really paying dividends if the Stalker's Blink is on cooldown still. Really, Neeb, this was your early game to lose, and you managed to just go lose the Prism. Really, Gumiho? Don't. You lose the medevac. Oh my god. Over the Observer, you've got to be kidding me, man. Neeb, though, committing to a fight he probably shouldn't be, waiting for Blink. He got the obs. I will get that Observer, or I will die trying, damn it. He got it, for sure. And now, the second Warp Prism, warping in 4 DTs. Blink Stalker is going to pressure the front Neeb, ready to turn up the heat on this game. 2 DTs moving into the natural. There are no missile turrets. There is an eBay, though, so Gumiho could build missile turrets. DTs make themselves known in the main base, in the natural base. 1 scan goes out into the natural, both DTs going to be cleaned up. Warp Prism, setting up shop. It's in vacation mode at the 3rd CC. 10 SCVs have gone down in total. This DT. Oh my gosh. Really? That was so close. Oh, that hurts. That's painful. Neeb setting fires up in all 3 bases. This DT, he's getting it. He's poking it with his laser sword. This one, still catching his breath. I think that's fair. He came really close. Gumiho finally realized. He's still here, Gumiho. The DT didn't just leave. Oh, missile turret was made in the main base. Detection, a little minimal of it. He's got a turret in the natural, so I think he's going to stabilize. He needs a scan for this one, though. What a mess, you two. Scan goes out. Kills off the Dark Templar. Total losses, it looks like about 20 SCVs, yeah? About 20 to the DT attack. Very lucrative for our Protoss player. However, the resources lost. Let's look at that again. A lot of gas lost, mostly in the DTs. One advantage I think Neeb has currently is with the presence of DTs on the map. Not only is the Terran player quaking in fear, of course, but also you can have Archons. Archons, of course, very good, very strong units. Gumiho, not wanting to move out. He is stricken with fear. He's scarred. He's beating up poor innocent rocks. Meanwhile, the Warp Prism, ever so close. More DTs out on the map. 4th base on the way, and it looks like the choice for Neeb is Colossi. I don't believe there's any Vikings. No, 0 Vikings. Ooh. Freedom zones. Does the DT still go? Does he go for it? He's at least going to spot this army moving out, which is very worthwhile. Warp Prism still biding its time. That movement. Oh, Neeb, that movement cost you. Gumiho watching to see that shimmer, that cloak. Zealot's going to be dropped in the main base. I see disruptors in production as well. And Neeb actually moving out. Are you just 139? That is my supply, and that is the number I have chosen for this game. No, stay back. Build a few more units. Get a few disruptors out. Gumiho's army is still a bit scary. Supplies have relatively evened up, and there's ghosts. EMP very strong. I think we all know how strong ghosts are. But they're not that good in TVT. Are they? Have you tried them? Nukes are always good. Just ask Arcturus Minsk. Scouting zealots sent out. Upgrades. How are we on upgrades? Gumiho's got 1-1. Just finished up that +1 armors. Neeb's getting that +1 attack. So relatively even in this utter mess of a game. You have been measured and found wanting. Poor Marine. 3 Colossi, 1 Disruptor. Widow Mine going to burrow. Actually hits a Zealot. Very good. Disruptor gonna take that out. No more Widow Mine shenanigans for you. Single Zealot caught at a very unfortunate place at the wrong time, right? Another Widow Mine. Actually a very nice hit. Getting the splash damage. Liberators set up shop to protect the ever most important missile turret, of course. Meanwhile, Gumiho routing for the counterattack. Disruptor shot. Unfazed. Gumiho completely unfazed by the disruptor shot. Like, you know, you just lost like 1,000 resources in units. Whatever. It's not about how many I have, it's about how many I build at home to replace them. Okay, that is an attitude. Going with the Zerg attitude. Colossi maneuvering around. It looks like Neeb is just wanting to try and deny bases, perhaps. Little skirmishes. It doesn't seem like he really wants to commit. Meanwhile, Gumiho seems like he's just setting up shop defensively. He's just going with a little more of a turtle Terran strategy. Where are the battle cruisers, though? Right, guys? I know that's what you were thinking. Medivacs, they're still out here. Warp Prism, he's still out here, too. Ready to do backstabbing attacks. Shenanigans. Stargate. Coming up along with air weapons. What's the plan going to be from the Stargate, I wonder? Tempests to deal with the Liberators. Neeb pushing forward. Charge lots do not care about the Freedom Zones. Vikings connecting with the Colossi. Very good to see. Most of the Protoss forces are actually dwindling, though, with the charge lots gone. That loses a lot of the front line, but Gumiho also getting damage done on the other side of the map. One group of bio at the 3rd, 4th. This group, well, you know, group. It's more of like a book club. There's only 4 guys in there. Gonna be cleaned up by the DT charge lock combo. Disruptors. Colossi still wreaking havoc in the Terran's natural. Widow Mine still gets a shot off before the disruptor connection. Warp Prism still offering emotional support from the other side. This group, very low. What happened to you guys? Yeah, you get that pylon. This group gonna deny this base. Cancel. Neeb. Okay, no cancel. Who needs money? Colossi. Force field the ramp. Oh, bad manners. Neeb, how could you? Siege tank gonna set up on the high ground, and it looks like now the goal is to defend this base over here, the 4th base of the Terran. Everything looking good. I like the bunker back here. Wouldn't think to make a bunker back here because you're like, this base is so well protected, I'll be fine. But warp prisms exist. So having a bunker to protect those mineral lines, very helpful. DT artfully dodging one scan to die to another. Warp prism going to be picked off, but now Neeb in a decent position. There's only one siege tank. It is very low. Gets taken out. Disruptor shots not entirely. Oh, never mind. They're good. Yeah, disruptor. Disruptor's so good, they're even taking out Protoss forces. That medevac is so low. Oh. Gee. Colossi erased from existence, but there's 9 disruptors on the map. More stalkers being rallied, because there's no warp prism. So we gotta get here somehow, right? Disruptor shot, taking the paint job off the side of the supply depot. Very ambitious Marine. Production being set up at the 4th base. There's no add-ons for these buildings, though. I think Neeb has done it. I believe we are looking at a Protoss victory here. Terrorizing the Terran here. It's really just Marines at this point. There's a few Vikings. There's 1 siege tank. Can the siege tank get it done? Oh, disruptor shot. It's a lot of disruptors. That's a hard thing to deal with. And Gumiho seems to be in agreement. Neeb going to take the game. Bit of a mess, but at the end of the day, he pulled through a very entertaining game. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you have a great day.